So you've got four-wheel drive. Today we're going to talk about how to use it. This is a 2025. This Hurricane's pretty torquey, and we're going to click it into high to go from rear wheel to all four wheels. What's up, everybody? I'm Jonathan Sewell on the Boll Weevil Circle in Enterprise, Alabama at Mitchell Ram, and I'm standing with a beautiful 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie. Today we're talking about how to operate the four-wheel drive. Go through all the settings, all the modes, and make sure that no matter what situation you find yourself in, you'll be able to get through it and keep on going. So let's jump in. So let's hop up here and get started. The 5th generation 1500 has two different layouts for four-wheel drive. This is what they call a 5 button, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. However, you can have just a 4 button, which means that it will not have the four-wheel drive auto. So let's go ahead and crank it up. So you notice it defaults with a light here on the 2-wheel drive, and what we're going to do is at any speed driving, we're going to go ahead and put it in drive and just idle through right here. You can engage the four-wheel drive auto. So we're just rolling here and we're going to engage the auto. As you see, we'll get a little bumpy here, and the owner's manual doesn't list a maximum speed, but in most cases it's like 50 or 55 and below. And if you're in a situation where you may be needing four-wheel drive, I wouldn't recommend trying to engage any faster than that. You'll probably be slowing down anyway. So as you're moving and in drive, you can go from auto back to 2-wheel drive or from 2-wheel drive back to 4 high. And also you'll notice, of course, this indicator light is solid up here on the dash. You also see 4-wheel drive auto. So if those are blinking or anything out of the ordinary, that means that you're not successfully engaged. Now we're going to go back to 2-wheel drive, which you see that change here. We're still in drive, by the way, and it's lit up, good to go. And we're going to take our foot off the brake, and I'm just idling here, and this Hurricane's pretty torquey, and we're going to click it into high. You see we're engaged. So again, on the move, you're good to go. However, you need to engage auto or high. Let's talk about the differences real quick. 4-wheel drive auto will manage slippage and automatically engage the front axle as needed for more torque. 4-wheel drive high locks it in 4-wheel drive. So when you're in 4-wheel drive high, both the front and rear are moving and working at the same speed. In auto, you could be in rear-wheel drive mode until you need it. So it just depends on what your situation calls for. And yes, you can go backwards in 4-wheel drive also, depending on where you need to go. So you can't engage or disengage in reverse, but you can definitely move. All right, so envision if there was a little bit of a flood and everything was real soft up here between us and the trailer. We'd need a lot of torque and a lot of traction, and that's where 4-wheel drive low comes into play. So they recommend doing this in neutral, and instead of just touching a button like before, you actually have to push and hold this one. And so you see a couple of things, disabling some safety systems, and you see that it's engaged now in 4-wheel drive low, and that you do not have automatic emergency braking. A few other settings kick off with that as well. So we are in 4-wheel drive low. We're going to go back to drive, and they recommend when in this mode not to exceed a speed of 25 miles per hour. And in most cases, you won't need to go much faster than that because you're just going through the thick stuff, right? And once you're through the thick stuff, then you can go back to 4-wheel high or 2-wheel drive, whatever the terrain calls for. So again, we're going to come to a stop. We've gone through the thick mud, and we're going to go back to neutral, and then we're going to hit the 2-wheel drive, and you can see the lights changing there as it's engaging all those safety features. And now solid light, we're back in 2-wheel drive. The last mode to talk about is this neutral mode, and it's located here in the middle because you're not going to use this as often. This is only used when flat towing, and you can see this area right here. You actually take a ballpoint pen or something similar size to engage this, so it's not a button you can push, it's that small button. And the reason they do this is because they don't necessarily want to disengage the front and rear axles by accident when you're going on the road or whatever the case is. So you have to intentionally engage this button, and then when you're in neutral, and those are in neutral, you can actually tow this, whatever the situation may be, flat tow it or pull it out of something, push it, whatever the situation calls for. So this is that 5-button four-wheel drive. All of these other 3 modes, two-wheel drive, high and low, and neutral, are what you'll see on the 4-button for lower trims. But when you go to the higher trims, you pick up this 4-wheel drive auto. And if you are accustomed to driving on or driving off-road, and sometimes might be a little soft or need a little extra, if it's hilly or whatever the case is, you might want to consider being in 4-wheel drive auto. And that way the computer can decide what traction you need, or if you need 1 or 2 axles. Other than that, you can always just put it in drive and enjoy the adventure. Thanks for joining me for this how to use the 4-wheel drive on your 5th generation Ram 1500, and specifically this wonderful 2025 1500 with the Hurricane straight 6 turbo. If you have any questions or comments, you can always drop them down below or text me at 334-718-0504. I am Jonathan Sewell Sells on the Boll Weevil Circle now in Enterprise, Alabama, and I really can't wait to see you in one of these, a beautiful Ram truck.